Hello there, sewers, viewers, creators and fabric lovers. Welcome. My name is Rebecca. Welcome to my channel, Sewing an Imperfect Life. Today I'm going to talk to you about two brand new makes. The two brand new makes I'm going to talk to you about make up a matching set, and the fabric is a chocolatey sort of brown with a black pinstripe going through it. And this was purchased a while ago on a special weekend I spent with my sister when we went into the city of Sydney and had a really good look around some fabric stores we'd heard about but never visited. And this piece of fabric came from the Remnant Warehouse. It is a piece of linen viscose, I think that's what it was. It has a really nice drape. It's quite lightweight, so great for summer, and feels nice and breathable and cool on the skin. Let me tell you a bit about the two patterns and my thoughts on them. The first pattern is the top, which is from Sewing Therapy, and it's called the rectangle top. Now, I was attracted to this top because the lovely woman who puts these patterns together also does a wonderful job of styling them. And she's also created some really great variations with this top, so it can be quite versatile. She describes this top as a playful, beginner-friendly pattern built from the simplest of shapes, rectangles. And it was really simple. Simple rectangles are the building blocks of this pattern, yet once constructed, the results are anything but simple. In fact, the simplicity of the rectangles creates endless room for creativity. With thoughtful details and versatile options, this top is intentionally designed to feel approachable for new sewists, while simultaneously making space for more experienced makers to explore their creativity. So we have a square neckline, and within the pattern you can vary the depth of that square neckline, anything from a quite high up boat neck to a quite deep square neckline. And I have chosen for my top view C, which is the quite deep square neckline. The things I liked about this pattern were that the instructions were fabulous step by step, and there's a really comprehensive video tutorial for you to follow along, as well as the written instructions. I really liked the finishes around the neckline. I thought they were excellent, really neat. I really like the volume in the sleeves. I think it contrasts really nicely with the simplicity of the square neck. I think in the end, I really prefer the Sewing Therapy versions of all these patterns to mine. I find that it's a little bit too wide for me. I did wear it a whole day, and I found that because I wear a crossbody bag, it was the wrong top to wear. It moved around quite a lot, and that wouldn't work for me for at work. It could possibly work for me if I was just going round to a friend's house for lunch or something like that, where I didn't need to wear my bag and I wasn't moving a great deal. But because my job does involve me moving around, this top will not be suitable for a lot of wear. I think also because the fabric is quite lightweight, it did move around quite a bit on my shoulders, which I didn't love. Some people, however, would love that versatility. It was really simple and quick and easy to make. You could definitely use up scraps to make this, as I did a little bit of that, the color blocking with the black panel on the back, and I think it saved it from being too boring. It's quite cropped and short, but you could easily extend it. My version is not extended, but I did do a very small hem on it as well. It's just long enough for me to tuck into my trousers. This pattern has a pretty good range of sizes, so it's worth a look at. And I think because of the variations, you could get really good bang for your buck if this was a great pattern for you. The trouser pattern that I made this fabric up into is one I've made twice before, and it is the Everett pants by Cashmerette. I really like these. They're very comfortable. I like that they're kind of wide leg but not too wide to be too voluminous. So the little description says effortless style meets everyday comfort with the Everett pants and shorts. The Everetts are chic, woven, pull-on pants with an ultra-comfortable elasticated waistband and 2 bum fit options, plus optional belt and belt loops for an elevated look, with roomy front/pockets and back patch pockets to store all your essentials. You'll be reaching for the Everetts every day of the week. So I made the pants option, obviously. I just made the waistband with no belt loops and no belt, and I did not do the patch pockets on the back, but I have done the pockets for the front because they're ever so useful. I like these trousers, but I don't love them. Something about the change in fabric from when I made the blue linen ones has just changed the way these pants sit on my body, and I just don't like them as much. I feel like there's quite a lot of bounce around the pockets where there's quite a few layers of fabric, and then it sort of doesn't keep that bounce as it drapes down my leg because the fabric has a lot of drape. So it's just so interesting to see that the same pattern can feel and look quite different depending on the fabric that you use. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these ones or give them away. I did wear them for a day and I just didn't feel really comfortable in them. They kept falling down a little bit, so I could cinch in the waistband a little bit more, but just didn't feel special in them. Something about them just didn't feel right for my body this time around. And I guess that's how you go with all clothes. You got to wear them for a bit to see what really works for you and feels good. I do love this pattern and I am going to make it again, but I'm not sure about this particular fabric in these particular pants. So I've told you that I like both patterns, but I'm not sure about the matching set. I will show you some photos of the matching set. I started off taking photos outside, but it got a bit glary, so I've moved inside. So you'll see outside and inside photos. And then I paired them both with something else to try and figure out some good styling if I'm going to keep them in my wardrobe. So then I pair the rectangle top just with a skirt I already had, which is really comfortable, just made out of bamboo. It's like a pencil skirt. And the trousers I paired with more of an autumn wintry long sleeved black top with a bit of a voluminous sleeve. So I'll put in the pictures so you can see what I've been talking about. So that's my matching set. That's probably not going to be a matching set after all, and that's okay. The fabric was from the Remnant Warehouse. The top is the rectangle top by Sewing Therapy, and the trousers are the Everett pants from Cashmerette. I will try again with these patterns, but I think I'll give them a little break for a moment and have a little think on why some aspects worked and why they didn't. Just reflect a little bit more and take my wisdom with me to the next make. This is something I made a long time ago, Rebecca, no, about 3 or 4 years ago. It is the Sagebrush top by Friday Pattern Company, which is a really lovely simple make as well, and it's a super sweet blouse with the puffed sleeve. This is made in a blue and white striped linen, which has a lovely fall and a lovely feel, which is perfect for this pattern for me. And I just wear it with usually pairs of jeans, sometimes a pair of dungarees. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of footage at the start of the video. I've just gotten back from a short break with my mum to a place called Wollongong in New South Wales, and it is a coastal city, and my mum and I went and stayed in a little cabin right on the beach and just had a few days relaxing together, and the footage is from that holiday. It was wet for the first couple of days, but we didn't really mind. It was still just relaxing and nice to be somewhere different and nice to be together. If you're interested in a little bit more footage around Australia, I've got a little bit to go in at the end if you want to keep watching. It's from a beautiful, really small pocket of subtropical rainforest in New South Wales, which is south from where I live, in a place called Minamurra Falls. I hope you've been enjoying whatever you've been making or who you've been spending time with, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now, everyone.